Welcome to MOOC Teaching and Non-Teaching Educational Testing Center. Today, we are pleased to inform you that we are offering a free self-paced webinar with e-certificate upon completion of this course module. All you have to do is to watch and listen the video carefully, then answer the questions correctly to complete the course and receive the e-certificate through email. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more free webinars. In this course, we are going to discuss the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Let's begin. Preamble. Teachers are duly licensed professionals who possesses dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble profession. They strictly adhere to, observe, and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. Article 1. Scope and Limitations. Section 1, the Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all competent teachers committed of its full realization. The provision of this code shall apply therefore to all teachers in schools in the Philippines. Section 2, this code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels. Whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal, the term teacher shall include industrial arts or vocational teachers and all other persons performing supervisory and/or administrative functions in all school at the aforesaid levels, whether on full-time or part-time basis. Article 2. The teacher and the state. Section 1. The schools are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the cultural and educational heritage of the nation and is under obligation to transmit to learners such heritage as well as to elevate national morality, promote national pride, cultivate love of country, instill allegiance to the Constitution, and for all duly constituted authorities and promote obedience to the laws of the state. Section 2. Every teacher or school official shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the state and shall take an oath to this effect. Section 3. In the interest of the state and of the Filipino people as much as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. Section 4. Every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty. Section 5. A teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or other partisan interest and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require, collect, or receive any money or service or other valuable material from any person or entity for such purposes. Section 6. Every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibility. Section 7. A teacher shall not use his position or facial authority or influence to coerce any other person to follow any political course of action. Section 8. Every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have privilege of expounding the product of his researches and investigations, provided that if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the state, they shall be brought to the proper authorities for appropriate remedial action. Article 3. The teacher and the community. Section 1. A teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. Section 2. Every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. Section 3. Every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain for such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. Section 4. Every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. Section 5. Every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school's work and accomplishments as well as its needs and problems. Section 6. Every teacher is intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed. To extend counseling services as appropriate and to actively be involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. Section 7. Every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with the people individually or collectively. Section 8. A teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worships as appropriate, but shall not use his positions and influence to proselyte others. Article 4. A teacher and the profession. Section 1. Every teacher shall actively ensure that teaching is the noblest profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in teaching as a noble calling. Section 2. Every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standards of quality. Education shall make the best preparations for the career of teaching and shall be at his best at all times and in the practice of his profession. Section 3. Every teacher shall participate in the continuing professional education (CPE) program of the Professional Regulation Commission and shall pursue such other studies as will improve his efficiency, enhance the prestige of the profession, and strengthen his competence, virtues, and productivity in order to be nationally and internationally competitive. Section 4. Every teacher shall help if duly authorized to seek support from the school, but shall not make improper misrepresentations through personal advertisements and other questionable means. Section 5. Every teacher shall use the teaching profession in a manner that makes it dignified means for earning a decent living. Article 5. The teachers and the profession. Section 1. Teacher shall at all times be imbued with the spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with colleagues when the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is at stake in any controversy. Teacher shall support one another. Section 2. A teacher is not entitled to claim credit or work not of his own and shall give due credit for the work of others which he may use. Section 3. Before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize for whoever assumes the position such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work. Section 4. A teacher shall hold inviolate all confidential information concerning associates and the school, and shall not divulge to anyone documents which has not been officially released or remove records from the files without permission. Section 5. It shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what he may appear to be an unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associates. However, this may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. Section 6. A teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticism against an associate, preferably in writing, without violating the right of the individual concerned. Section 7. A teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided that he respects the system of selection on the basis of merit and competence. Provided further that all qualified candidates are given the opportunity to be considered. Article 6. The teacher and higher authorities in the PROFESSIONS. Section 1. Every teacher shall make it his duties to make an honest effort to understand and support the legitimate policies of the school and the administration, regardless of personal feeling or private opinion, and shall faithfully carry them out. Section 2. A teacher shall not make any false accusations or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. However, if there are valid charges, he should present such under oath to competent authority. Section 3. A teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure, such as when special conditions are advocated but are opposed by immediate superiors, in which case the teacher shall appeal directly to the appropriate higher authority. Section 4. Every teacher, individually or as part of a group, has a right to seek redress against injustice to the administration and to extent possible, shall raise grievances within acceptable democratic possesses. In doing so, they shall avoid jeopardizing the interest and the welfare of learners whose right to learn must be respected. Section 5, every teacher has a right to invoke the principle that appointments, promotions and transfer of teachers are made only on the basis of merit and needed in the interest of the service. Section 6, a teacher who accepts a position assumes a contractual obligation to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of employment terms and conditions. Article 7. School officials, teachers, and other personnel. Section 1, all school officials shall at all times show professional courtesy, helpfulness, and sympathy towards teachers and other personnel, such practices being standards of effective school supervision, dignified administration, responsible leadership, and enlightened directions. Section 2, school officials, teachers, and other school personnel shall consider it their cooperative responsibility to formulate policies or introduce important changes in the system at all levels. Section 3, school officials shall encourage and attend the professional growth of all teachers under them, such as recommending them for promotion, giving them due recognition for meritorious performance, and allowing them to participate in conferences and training programs. Section 4, no school officials shall dismiss or recommend for dismissal a teacher or other subordinates except for cause. Section 5, school authorities concerned shall ensure that public school teachers are employed in accordance with pertinent civil service rules, and private school teachers are issued contracts specifying the terms and conditions of their work, provided that they are given, if qualified, subsequent permanent tenure in accordance with existing laws. Article 8. The teachers and learners. Section 1, a teacher has a right and duty to determine the academic marks and the promotions of learners in the subject or grades he handles. Such determination shall be in accordance with generally accepted procedures of evaluation and measurement. In case of any complaint, teachers concerned shall immediately take appropriate actions of serving due process. Section 2, a teacher shall recognize that the interest and welfare of learners are of first and foremost concerns, and shall deal justifiably and impartially with each of them. Section 3, under no circumstance shall a teacher be prejudiced nor discriminated against by the learner. Section 4, a teacher shall not accept favors or gifts from learners, their parents, or others in their behalf in exchange for requested concessions, especially if undeserved. Section 5, a teacher shall not accept directly or indirectly any remuneration from tutorials other what is authorized for such service. Section 6, a teacher shall base the evaluation of the learner's work only in merit and quality of academic performance. Section 7, in a situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between teacher and learner, the teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal, gossip, and preferential treatment of the learner. Section 8, a teacher shall not inflict corporal punishment on offending learners, nor make deductions from their scholastic ratings as a punishment for acts which are clearly not manifestation of poor scholarship. Section 9, a teacher shall ensure that conditions contribute to the maximum development of learners are adequate, and shall extend needed assistance in preventing or solving learners' problems and difficulties. Article 9. The teachers and parents. Section 1, every teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relations with parents and shall conduct himself to merit their confidence and respect. Section 2, every teacher shall inform parents, through proper authorities, of the progress and deficiencies of learner under him, exercising utmost candor and tact in pointing out learners' deficiencies and in seeking parents' cooperation for the proper guidance and improvement of the learners. Section 3, a teacher shall hear parents' complaints with sympathy and understanding, and shall discourage unfair criticism. Article 10. The teacher and business. Section 1, a teacher has the right to engage, directly or indirectly, in legitimate income generation, provided that it does not relate to or adversely affect his work as a teacher. Section 2, a teacher shall maintain a good reputation with respect to the financial matters, such as in the settlement of his debts and loans, in arranging satisfactorily his private financial affairs. Section 3, no teacher shall act directly or indirectly as agent of or be Financially interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school commodities in the purchase and disposal of which he can exercise official influence except only when his assignment is inherently related to such purchase and disposal, provided they shall be in accordance with the existing regulations, provided. Further, that members of duly recognized teachers' cooperatives may participate in the distribution and sale of such commodities. Article 11. The teacher as a person. Section 1. A teacher is, above all, a human being endowed with life for which it is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in the home, or elsewhere. Section 2. A teacher shall place premium upon self-discipline as the primary principles of personal behavior in all relationships with others and in all situations. Section 3. A teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and all others. Section 4. A teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. Article 12. Disciplinary actions. Section 1. Any violation of any provisions of this code shall be sufficient ground for the imposition against the erring teacher of the disciplinary action, consisting of revocation of his certification of registration and license as a professional teacher, suspension from the practice of teaching profession, reprimand or cancellation of his temporary special permit under causes specified in Sec. 23, Article III or RA number 7836. And under Rule 31, Article VIII of the Rules and Regulations implementing RA 7836. Article 13. Effectivity. Section 1. This code shall take effect upon approval by the Professional Regulation Commission and after 60 days following its publication in the Official Gazette or any newspaper of general circulation, whichever is earlier. Now it's time for the examination. Just scan the QR code and answer the following questions correctly 1515 to receive the e-certificate on or before the end of the month. You can retake the exam twice. Kindly share this video to your friends and family if they want to apply in the Department of Education, whether in teaching or non-teaching positions. Best of luck.